Start.
Good morning and welcome to Southern Iraq. My name's Roger Salmon, and I am the Road Safety Advisor for Shell here in the Majnoon oil field, a position I've held for the last 3 years, where we now have the safest roads in Iraq and arguably the safest roads of any Shell concession globally. The downside is that due to the financial constraints in the oil and gas industry, my position is closing within about the next 2 weeks, which for job prospects is a bit sad for me, but it actually opens up the opportunity for me to put myself forward for selection for the Harley Davidson venture for Europe. And that is a fantastic opportunity to tour what I consider the most diverse continent in the world in respects of scenery, culture, history, language, and probably cuisine as well. I've been a passionate motorcyclist all my life. In a previous life I was a traffic police officer where I rode the big bikes for 25 years, and about 10 years ago took a change in career. It also gives me the opportunity to progress things in other directions that I would propose, if I was accepted, to request or suggest the auction or sale of the bike after the adventure. That would be to donate the proceeds to a charity, and a charity which I've been fairly closely associated with for the last 5 years. That is of TransAid. TransAid, the patron of that is Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, and the goal of the charity concerned is to combat poverty through education and transport, particularly in the sub-Saharan continent. I've worked with them in the past where I delivered training in Dar es Salaam to set up a motorcycle training facility, and the present goal is to highlight the plight of the Boda Boda rider. The Boda Boda rider is basically a taxi. Now, in the sub-Saharan continent, the motorcycle is the transport mode of choice, out of necessity. They can't afford a tuk-tuk, let alone a car. So the motorcycle has to be delivery truck, ambulance, taxi, you name it, the motorcycle fulfills that role. However, the risk factor involved in this is around 63%. And the question I would ask you is, would you feel very happy about getting out of bed every morning and going to work, realising that the opportunity for death or serious injury is 63%? So the answer to that is no. The goal of TransAid is, through their close involvement, is to provide an awareness and education program that is fit for purpose for these people in this region, so that their risk factor is severely lessened. And that's what I subscribe to. I apologise if this is seen as a bit of a plug for the charity, because it, to me, is a possibility of a win-win situation. Enough of that. I want to thank you very much for watching the clip. If you have any further questions, I'm sure you'll contact me, regardless of whether it's with my prospects of winning the trip, which would be fantastic in itself, or any involvement that you as an organisation might like to have with TransAid, with or without me. But once again, thank you for viewing my clip, and farewell from Southern Iraq. Thank you.